Row 1, purl 2, knit 3. Repeat those instructions every 5 stitches until you reach the last 2 pegs. I have reached the last 2 pegs. This is my +2. We are going to purl the last 2 pegs, the +2 on row 1. Row 2, you have the +2 at the beginning of the row. We are going to take care of the +2 first. In this case, you're going to purl 2. That takes care of the +2 of the row. Now we're gonna do knit 3, purl 2. Repeat the last 5 stitches all the way to the end of round 2. Row 3 is done exactly as row 1. Purl 2, knit 3. The +2. Row 4 is done as row 2. The next row is where we will work in the lace row. So this is where we create the eyelets and the center double decrease. The lace will take place on pegs 3, 4, and 5 of the stitch pattern. We will proceed as follows. Purl the first 2 pegs. Then the stitch pattern calls for a yarn over, centered, double decrease, and a yarn over. All that means is that we need peg 3 and peg 5 to be empty so that we can create the yarn overs. The way I do my center double decrease is I move the stitch from peg 3 over to peg 4, this stitch from peg 5 over to peg 4. This way we have the stitches, the pegs on peg 3 and peg 5 empty to create the yarn over. And peg 4 has 3 loops on it. So we're going to create the yarn over on peg 3 by simply E-wrapping the peg. Then you take the working yarn in front of peg 4, and then you lift the 3 loops over the peg, up and over. You can do it 1 loop at a time or all 3 loops at once, whichever way is easiest for you. You just need to move them over. Then you yarn over on peg 5. So that was 1 stitch repetition. You did purl 2, yarn over, center double decrease, yarn over. You are going to repeat those instructions every 5 stitches. Row 6 is done like row 2. Continue repeating rows 1 through 6 to create these snowdrop eyelets.